You know that saying, oh, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Have you ever heard that?
Oh
It's a
yeah.
lie. You actually should judge a book by its cover, right? At least I do that all the time, not only with books but also with people, right? So
Yeah.
I end up taking a look, like browsing around my new followers every day. So every day, I take a look at them. Most of them, take a look. Let's see. Marcilene. She has, I don't want to show here, but she just started
Yeah.
following
Yeah.
me.
No worries.
She has like 500 followers. She doesn't have a link in bio. She doesn't have a professional picture. And her content is just like random quotes about anything. And there's no headline at all. So is she my ideal client? Nope. Nope. But Kami is another one. She just started following me now. She has 4.9 thousand followers, so 10 times more. So she has a following, right? She has a headline on the profile. She says in Portuguese, I help entrepreneurs position their brands with authenticity and results. Branding research, trends, mindset. Okay, so there's a headline, right? There's a link in bio. There's a link. And she's doing stories and she has like a professional profile. So can I judge her by the cover? Yes, I do. So if you see here, I never talked to her ever before, right? I don't know if you can see because it's a bit blurred, right?
Yeah.
But there's no message here at all. And I'm going to shoot her a message. Just give me 1 second. It's going to be in Portuguese and I'll translate straight away, okay? E
Yeah.
aí, Cami, tudo bom? Olha, eu vi que você começou a me seguir agora. Foi por causa do meu conteúdo ou é porque você quer ajuda para escalar o seu negócio digital? Take a look. I actually send the audio. Can you see? Can you see
Hmm.
it? So 8 seconds. What I ask is, hey, Kami, I saw you started following me. Is it because of the videos, because of the content, or you want to help scaling your digital business? Right? So
Yeah.
this I learned from one of my mentors, Taki Moore, and then I perfect that with Dan Martell. You know Dan. So
Hmm.
there's a process called sell by chat, which I do a lot. So whenever she answers and replies back, she can say, oh, I'm just browsing around, just looking, and say, well, welcome. But some of them say, well, Victor, actually, I'd love to pick her brain on that. So I have this and then they start saying what's going on. And then I actually help them out. And then if they like it, I invite them to get in. So do you want further help? I'll say, oh, yes, of course. And then I send a link. Try to guess where. You can get
To
that
their
one.
DMs.
For where?
Straight to their DMs.
No, it's on their DMs. I'm talking to them on the
Yeah.
DMs. But if I
Yeah.
talk to them, they like what I share. If I'm being helpful, and if they want more, try to guess where I send them to.
Oh, your funnel.
Yeah,
The application. Yeah.
the application. So no VSL, no fancy webinars, no launches, no challenge. No, no, no. Just a form with the 4 questions. That's it.
It's perfect.
That's it.
It's
Right?
so easy.
Yeah, and then they follow they fill the form, right? And then I read the form, and then I send another audio. Say, hey, I saw you think you're right fit because this, and that. So I show proof that I read it, right? So I show that I care and say, hey, do
Hmm.
you have any questions about the program? Are you ready to start? Some of them say, well, I'm ready to start. Because here's the deal: whenever they follow like a 400,000 follower account of someone that they think that they can help, most of the times they won't ever reply. I reply.
Hmm.
They won't help. I help. They won't invite for something. I invite for something. They fill a form. They know that when they fill a form, they get ignored. That's what happened most of the time. I read the form,
Just doing the work, you know?
of course. And
Yeah.
people go crazy. When I share my model, say, oh, it can't be simple like that. Sorry, it's simple like that. I know people like
Hmm.
fancy and complicated funnels and blah, blah, blah. That's not how I roll.
I like that. You got to keep it simple. There's I don't know if you've heard this acronym, but it's KISS, stands for KISS.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
keep
yeah,
it
yeah.
simple, stupid. It's
Yeah,
a great one.
of
Yeah.
course. And simple scales, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
If you're interested in learning more about the tidbits and advice that they have, then you should consider subscribing to the 2 Comma Club newsletter, where you'll get daily updates and advice on the podcast and the things that we are learning from the individuals who have made at least $1 million. Just go to 2ccnewsletter.com or click the link in the description down below and subscribe.